Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to day 21 of our 21-day yoga challenge, Yoga for Everybody. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and yes, today is day 21. It's the last day of our 21-day challenge, but hopefully it's not the end of your practice. Hopefully it's just the beginning of your daily, lifelong yoga practice. I'm so glad you joined me for this. I'm so glad you're here today. I hope you're feeling good. Let's get on our mats and let's practice. So let's get started today in downward facing dog. And you can start in child's pose if it feels better. You can add in child's pose. You can add in different variations, so that this practice today and every day works for you. Go ahead and set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Spread your fingers wide across your mat. Feet about hips width distance, maybe a little closer together, maybe a little farther apart. Feel it out. If you want to add in some movement here, you can add in some movement. You might move your head around a little bit or walk out your dog. Right? Feeling the movement of your breath. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Connecting to your breath here. Feel that you connect to your breath anywhere, anytime. It's a big help. It gives you a little bit of space, gives you a lot of support. Here in downward dog, let's take another big breath in and a long breath out. And take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Set your feet at about hips width distance and come on into your ragdoll. Set your feet, hang forward, grab your elbows if you like, or let your hands dangle. Soften your knees. Feel if you can let your head drop. Here you might shake your head. No. And yes. Even this simple movement with your head is a really nice reminder that you get to choose what you want to say yes to. And today, you're saying yes to the last day of this challenge. You're saying yes to your practice. You're saying yes to taking care of yourself. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Once more, big inhale and a big exhale. Release your hands, walk your feet closer together to touch, and come on up to stand. Rise up, reach your hands up. Take a big inhale at the top. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Here, set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes, and set an intention for your practice if you like. You can also simply feel the intention of being here today, showing up, completing this challenge. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale, sweep your hands up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, high plank. Knees can be lifted or lowered here. Fingers spread wide, strong through your core. Little lift to your chin, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, move forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Now, inhaling. Upward facing dog, maybe a cobra or a low cobra variation, shoulder soft. Exhale, back to your downward dog or add in a child's pose. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale, fill up, and a big exhale, empty out. Once more, a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. You can step or jump. Set your feet, halfway lift flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to stand. Rise up, lift up, Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Strong foundation, strong core. Move forward halfway down or all the way down. Low push-up. You can drop your knees if that works better. Upward facing dog. A full breath in. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Let your gaze land at one point or close your eyes. Feel your hands, feel your feet. Feel your breath, feel your intention. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, a big inhale here. And as you exhale, walk or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. And now Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down. Lift up. Big bend in your knees. Feet can be together or apart. It's like you're about to sit into a really low chair. So play around with that. Sit down, sit back, soften your toes, but stay in balance. Take a really deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhale to your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Back foot spins flat, rise up. Front foot is flat and straight, big bend in your front knee. Back foot is flat, back toes point a little bit forward. Connect through your back foot, lift up through your back leg. Draw your low belly in and up, lift your heart. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now step your left foot forward, warrior one. One step, maybe a couple of smaller steps. Setting your feet as you come up, set your gaze. You can work with your hands high or hands at your heart. Set your feet but soften your toes. Set your gaze but soften around that. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take another big inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Step back, high push up, forward and down, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to your downward dog. Add in child's pose if that works better. Feel that you are adding this practice, this space into your day and your life. You're just adding in this breath, a big breath in and a long breath out. Hopefully it feels good. Hopefully you feel better. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Flat back. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Big bend to your knees. Sit down. Reach up. Weight of your body back into your heels. Go ahead. Sit down. Sit down. Lift your chest. Lift your heart. Take a big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back. High push up. Move forward and down. Low push up. Upward dog. Take a breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Step up. Set your feet. Rise up. Now add in your warrior two. Walk your feet a little farther apart here. Big bend in your front knee. Long and strong through your back leg. Lengthen out through your arms. Lengthen through your fingers. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep the bend in your front knee. Connect through your feet but soften your toes. Take a big inhale here. Side angle, Parshva. Bring your right elbow to your right thigh. And reach your left arm up for the sky. And then check in with your feet. Feel both feet flat on your mat. Check in with your breath. Feel your inhale and your exhale. And you can stay right here. You can also add in the extension, taking your top arm forward, maybe sliding your bottom hand down. You can add in your half bind with the left arm behind your back, or your full bind, right? Left arm behind your back and your hands working towards connecting under your front leg. So whatever variation you choose it, commit to it, let it work for you. Feel your breath, a big inhale and a long exhale. Now let that top arm pull you up to your warrior two. Straighten your right leg and come on into your triangle. Reach your right hand out beyond your right toes. Extend your right hand down towards the ground and let your left arm extend up towards the sky. Your right hand might land on your leg, maybe on a prop like a block. And wherever you land your right hand, feel that you are using that connection down through your hand and through your legs to lift up and open up. And take a big breath in and a long breath out. Once more here. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, let that top arm pull you all the way up to stand. Drop your hands. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Set your feet parallel or pigeon-toed. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Maybe add a towel or a strap between your hands. That'll give you some room. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your heart. A big breath in. Fold forward as you exhale. Let your hands come up and over. You can feel if there's room for that. The shoulder rinse. Set your feet, again, soften your toes. Maybe you soften your knees. And if you can come into the forward fold, feel if you can complete it by dropping your head. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Now release your hands down onto your shoulders. Come halfway up and pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Spin your left toes around. Come to the ball of your right foot. Set your hands. So here's your runner's lunge. You might adjust your feet. Come up to your crescent lunge. Rise up. Take your hands up. Bring your hands to your heart. Pause for a moment. Ground through your left foot. Set your gaze. Strong core. Tree pose. Step forward onto your left foot. Let the sole of your right foot come somewhere on the inside of your left leg. And if you're wobbly, that's okay. Let your breath be steady, steady intention, steady effort. There's effort, right? But you don't have to strain or struggle. So if you feel like you're going to fall out of the pose, instead of hanging on, just fall out gracefully and then come on back. You can have your hands at your heart. You can take your hands up overhead. Lift from the ground up. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Take one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bring your right foot down beside the left. Hands are lifted. Reach up. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down low push-up. Inhale to your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. Exhale back to your downward dog or child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another big breath in here. And as you exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale, exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set your feet, bend your knees, sit down, but then lift up. Draw your belly in and up, lift your chest, lift your heart. Take a big breath in here, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat, step back, high push up, moving forward and down, low push up. You can come all the way down or drop your knees. Upward dog, take a full breath in, downward dog, breath out. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. Come up, reach up. Here, add in your warrior two. Left foot is straight and flat. Right toes towards the side edge of your mat. They might come a little bit forward. Extend out through your arms and hands at shoulder height. And maybe take your left foot a little more forward, add a little bit of space here. Stay grounded equally through both feet. Equal balanced breath. A big breath in and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep your back leg active and engaged. Keep the bend in your left knee. Take a big breath in. Now side angle, Trikonasana. Left elbow on your left leg. And your right arm reaches up for the sky. You can take your gaze up to the side. down towards the ground. Let it work for your neck and your shoulders. Let the whole practice work for your whole being. And you can stay here or add in the extension, taking your top arm forward. You might slide your bottom hand down. If you want to add in your half bind with your right arm behind your back or your full bind, right? Feel it out, feel it out. It doesn't have to be the same as the other side. Have some fun with it. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Let it feel good for you. Let your top arm bring you back up to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Now triangle, Trikonasana. Reaching your left hand beyond your left toe. So really lengthen out. And then let your left hand come down towards the ground. And your right arm reaches up towards the sky. Your left hand down towards the ground. That doesn't mean it has to touch the ground. A little bit of lift is really nice. It allows you to lift up and open up. Take a full breath in here. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now let that top arm pull you up to stand. Drop your hands. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Toes out, heels in, bend your knees. Come on down into your horse. We did this yesterday. We're going to do it again today, just for fun. Low belly draws in and up, tailbone down. Right, hands to your heart. Just for a moment, check in with your foundation. Set your feet, but soften your toes. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, draw your hands through your heart center. So big circles with your arms. Sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, sweep up, lengthen. Exhale, hands through heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. As you exhale, draw your hands through your heart. Go ahead and straighten your legs, pivot your toes and your heels out. You can interlace your fingers at your low back again. But you can also bring your hands to your hips or to your low back. So lift up first. Lift through your legs. Lift your heart. A big inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. If your hands are at your hips, you can bring them under your shoulders. Come into your forward fold. You might walk your hands, spin your fingers around and walk your hands back through your feet. That's a nice self-assist. You can also keep your hands under your shoulders or work with that shoulder rinse. This is a nice place to add in a different variation. You can just kind of play around with it. Feel what you can do to feel good. Take care of yourself. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. And hands under shoulders, come halfway up. Now pivot back around towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes point forward, come to the ball of your left foot. Runner's lunge. Set your feet so you can rise up to your crescent lunge. Set your right foot, set your gaze, bring your hands to your heart. Now step forward, tree pose. Right foot is your standing foot. Left foot will land somewhere on the inside of your right leg. You can work with the left foot low against your ankle. You can catch hold of the left foot to place it a little bit higher. You might notice that one side is steadier than the other. I'm usually a little steadier on my right side. And so you can notice that difference, right to left, side to side, even moment to moment. But feel that the differences don't matter so much. What matters is that you are feeling this right here, right now. You don't have to try to make this side like the other side or like another practice. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Bring your left foot down, both feet on your mat, hands reach up, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Here in your downward dog, walk your feet in an inch or two and bring them to touch. So your feet are together, you have a shorter stance in your downward dog. Now lift your right leg up to the sky, your three-legged dog. Feel your hands press down and away, core engaged. Right leg stays lifted. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. Your right knee keeps lifting up, your right hip is opening up, and you can work with your left knee down if that works better for you. From here, come on into your half pigeon. Roll the hip down. Take your right knee forward to your right thumb. You can walk your left leg back behind you. You might adjust where you have the right foot. Sometimes there's room to bring it forward and over to the left. You can also set up the variation on your back, your sleeping pigeon. We've done that in this challenge. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lengthen and fold forward. You might rest your head on your mat. It's nice to put a little lift under your head if you can't land your head on your mat. And as you settle in, allow yourself to land here. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Saying yes to this practice, to showing up. Saying yes to yourself, to taking care of yourself. That's really powerful. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. And take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more here, a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. And whatever transition works. So maybe you come through a tabletop. Maybe you come into a child's pose. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. And again, bring your feet closer to your hands. An inch or two forward. Bring your feet together. Now lift your left leg up to the sky. So you're shortening your stance in your downward dog. You're creating a little more stability, a little more support for yourself. So you can lift your left leg and bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener on this side. If you can let your head hang down. Again, you might find this in more of a tabletop. Take a big inhale. And set up your half pigeon. Your left knee comes forward to your left thumb. You can walk your right leg back. Adjust where you have your left foot. Again, this side might be really different than the other side. You might set up a completely different variation on this side. That's okay. Feel what you need. Feel what can work right here, right now. This practice can work. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. This practice works to help you create some space for yourself. Help you reconnect to your breath and your body, your heart, your spirit. It helps us reconnect with each other. Take a long inhale. And a long exhale. Take one more deep breath in here. And empty it out. Hands under your shoulders. Come on up now. Simply sweep your back leg out and around in front of you. Come to seated. Extend both feet forward. Sit tall. Extend your hands forward. Strong core. Lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to the ground. Draw your knees to your chest. Give them a squeeze. And drop your knees over to your right for your twist. Any variation of the twist that you like here. Come through center and take your twist to the other side. Come on back to center and set up for your Shavasana. Take your legs out, take your legs up, add in a variation that gives your low back a little more support. Feet wide and knees together is really nice for this. Or the reverse, feet together and knees wide. Feel it out. Let these last few moments of this practice, of this challenge, Let this feel comfortable. Feel where you are. Feel all that you have done today in the past 21 days. And allow yourself to enjoy this. Take a big breath in. Then empty out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring some gentle movement back to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. Roll to one side. And slowly make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Take a moment. Feel where you are. Feel, again, what you have done, what you have accomplished. And allow that feeling to really settle in. Carry it with you. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me for today's practice. Thanks for joining me for this challenge. Thank yourself for doing this, for showing up. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. If you have enjoyed this, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. If you're looking for more, I have more on this channel, but I also have my Patreon, where for as little as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive full-length classes. So check it out. Again, I'm so glad you joined me today for this challenge. I know I'll see you soon. In the meantime, take care of yourself, take care of each other. I'm Heather. I'm Bent Yogi. Thanks for joining me.